Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Howdy, folks. I'm Bob Schupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
So today we're going to show you how to massage your quadriceps with a massage gun. So we're assuming that you may have had a micro tear or a muscle strain, or maybe it was a fairly good muscle tear in the quad.
It's healing up, and it's
Yeah.
time to get in there and break up some scar tissue.
And, we often have good luck with massage on something like this in addition to other things, stretches and strengthening. But,
Right.
But the thing is, this is a very big muscles. These are large muscles, very difficult to massage with your hand. You can try it, if you want to give it a go.
You can do it, you just get tired out quickly.
Yeah,
Your fingers
exactly.
get sore, especially if you're like us.
So this is where a massage gun really pays for itself. So we're going to go with a couple rules here with the massage gun. Number one, it often helps. You can do it both ways with the fibers of the muscle, but you also want to do it across the fibers.
Right. So all four muscles, the fibers, basically go vertical. And we're going to try and work it across. That breaks up that scar tissue, allows those muscles to free up and good circulation and all those benefits.
Yeah, you want to work it. And you said you went to a community ed, they called it stripping, where they did go the length of the muscle too. So
you can work at that. And I do that too.
Yeah.
I focus on cross friction though.
I don't think it certainly hurts.
No.
That's for sure.
Especially if it feels good.
Try to stay on the area. We usually work, like if you have let's say the tear on the mid muscle here, we usually try to work around it and go wide to narrow, because a lot of times it might be too tender to tolerate by going right over the tender spot. So you may start that way and work your way into this problematic spot.
Yeah.
And we like to have you stay until you make a change. So hopefully it's no longer painful, but maybe it is less painful.
Right. One thing, depending on how you're doing this, if you do, especially if you're a thinner person, if you do take a gun and go straight in, that can be painful, just because you got the bone under there. So that's another good reason to really make
Sometimes go sideways with the head.
Yep.
So, and let's talk about some of the heads here, Brad. So we've got a lot of different massagers. If you're a smaller person, you might actually use a handheld massager like this. This is the best for your money.
Right, cost effective.
Yeah, I think it's $40. But if you're a smaller person, if
Yeah.
you're a larger person, this probably won't do the job because it doesn't have enough travel.
Right.
These all percuss. They don't just vibrate; they actually percuss
In and out. Yep.
So this one, I like this head because it's made for that muscle. It seems like.
Yeah, it fits right over that
You can
quad.
go right back and forth, but again, not aggressive enough for me.
Right.
I wouldn't use this one for me.
This same head could go on there, and that's much more aggressive. Gets to the pinpoint, if you will.
I guess you'd call that the nipple, Brad.
Yeah,
Right?
well, that's what we have called it, and that's exactly what it looks like.
So, now that one does get a little bit more aggressive, but I still wouldn't.
It
would be enough for me.
Yeah. Oh, if you're.
I'm not a big guy, but
But you're not
big enough.
skinny either.
Right.
I mean, you look thinner because you're 6.5 foot tall, but you got beef there, Bob. You got some muscle.
Well, let's hope. So, why don't you show this muscle, this gun, Brad, with that attachment?
Right. So this is a plastic head. They do have the big one. Comes with a steel head, which is the most aggressive.
I love this one.
Yeah.
I mean, that baby will get in there.
This is for the people who, the athlete, the larger person.
Or the person who likes pain. Me. So.
Yeah, but this one is the middle of the road. This is the one I use personally. I like it. So I've got it working.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to work this. And it's going to be different story. If you have a quadriceps strain that's close to the kneecap, that's going to be a little bit different.
Then you probably want to use the air-filled one.
Yep.
It's nice and soft. You could go right over the knee by mistake, and it wouldn't even bother you.
Now, you can go over cloth, which I like because the head actually slips across. But, you can work it right on the skin as well. If you happen to have a rash, any skin irritation, you don't want to use a massage gun around that. You're just going to cause problems with the skin itself. So here we're going across, and you can go straight down on it, but you got to be careful and get a feel for that. Again, working across, and actually going across, sometimes I like this round one even on the quads.
Although that does kind of catch on the cloth too, doesn't it? A little bit.
It does. When I use this one, I do it on the skin because then it does catch the skin, and then I like that.
Sure.
Um,
This one is kind of a flat, rounded head, and you can actually go across really well with this if you want to get in there.
Yep.
It glides real well.
And you can get more specific
And
if you
go
got
like that.
Yep. So that can be a nice advantage.
Yeah, this one, because here, I'll turn it off once. You can see that it's really narrow right here, so
Yeah.
you can really get in there.
Right.
You can, as I go like this.
Now this gun is small, but it has a lot of power considering its size. I mean, it's not as much as this one, but it's going in that direction.
It sure is.
It's a lot better than this one.
Yeah, it's shockingly very effective.
And it's easy to hold on
Yeah,
to.
I actually, this is the one I use at home just because I have one at home.
Sure.
And I use it all the time, and I use it aggressively.
Right.
I mean, I'm pushing into my calves as hard as I can.
Yep.
And it seems like the charge lasts for several days. That's for sure.
Sure. The big difference between this one and that one, I mean, this will have more power, but it has a lot more travel, so it'll get in deeper. So you would probably not push in as hard with this one as that one for the same amount of massage.
Yeah, exactly. So we're also going to show Brad flossing with this.
Oh, yes.
This is just a different way to massage. We're going to use the knee glide and the foot glide to do this.
Now, when I do the flossing, I'm definitely going to take that round head off and go to my other head. Where did that go?
I'm going to show this right now, Brad. This has a little stand on it, and I'm going to put that stand up, and I'm going to put it towards the back. The reason for that is I'm trying to kind of keep the quadricep relaxed when I'm massaging it. So when it's going downhill like this, it doesn't have to work at all. But when I pull up, I'm working the hamstring.
Which actually makes the quad relax a little more because the inhibition.
So I can go like this. I can turn the machine on, and I can hit the spot, and I can let it fall down, and then go up, let it go down, go up, let it go down. You stay right on the tender spot while you're flossing.
And so, again, the reason we're using the knee glide and the foot glide is so you get the muscles actually doing some mild lengthening and contraction.
While you're applying the pressure.
Right. So this would be done after it's feeling better.
Right.
Not right away after you're injured.
This is a little more of an advanced move.
Yep.
You don't necessarily have to do it. It's just going to help move things along.
It's one of those little tricks that we found.
And especially if you have a knee glide or a foot glide.
We didn't really find it, did we? Is this Kelly's stairs?
There's a lot of people that do this, but he's one of the ones that I saw flossing with like a lacrosse ball.
Oh, sure, yep.
And you came up with adding these devices. So kudos to you, Brad.
Well, I don't know. It just happened to be in front of me. So, this steel head, when we first saw it, we thought, oh, what's the difference between that and the plastic?
Right.
But it does, plus it's on a bigger gun. It is more aggressive.
It is. I don't know why, but plus it screws in, so it's really on there, baby.
Yep.
So, all right. We're going to show now at the end here, we're going to show you the anatomy of the quadriceps so you can kind of see where they attach and where they come from so you can make sure you hit the right spots.
Yeah, you get a good visualization of those fibers. It just helps. It helps you become a better massager, if you will.
Yeah, check it out. All right, we have a nice diagram, a couple diagrams actually, of the quadricep muscles. So the quad means 4, so we have 4 muscles here. Now you can only see a little bit of the vastus intermedius. It's right here because it's under the rectus femoris. Rectum damn near killed him, right? So,
why, Bob?
Anyway,
why?
so here's the rectus femoris. You can see the length of that one. The fibers do run this way.
Yeah. So you can see they all connect up to the kneecap or the patella, which is interesting or good to know.
They start different areas here. The rectus femoris actually goes right up to the pelvis itself
right
here.
by the belt line.
And here's the vastus lateralis. The lateral means on the outside, and vastus medialis, and that's on the inside.
Yep.
So what I like about this is you can actually see a tear here, and they also show a contusion.
Yeah.
So
There and there. Can you circle that tear?
Sure.
I think.
there's the tear,
Yep.
and there's a contusion. Now on the contusion,
Contusion, same as a bruise.
yeah, you probably would not want to massage that to start off with. You
Yeah.
could massage around it,
Right.
but and that's what we were talking about, going from outside to in, where you'd actually go around the tear, around the contusion, and then eventually you get into there
Right.
when it's starting to heal.
That is really.
So,
This
No,
is,
what a mess.
no, but I think it explained it well. Look at. I just wanted to play with this a little.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
All right, thanks for watching, folks.
Good luck with those quadriceps.